Good morning, Tanya Waring with the Manifesting Mindset. I hope that this conversation I have today is one of those that goes viral, gets tons of shares. This is a subject that I'm really passionate about and I don't share very often. So I'm a little bit nervous to start sharing what it is that I'm going to share because I have so many friends out there who are so great at helping other people. And they just want to do everything that they can to help. And I'm one of those too, but some of my ideas, when I share them with some of my friends, think I'm one of those evil capitalists who doesn't really want to go out and help people. But what I've learned is when we start saving people, that we take away their burning desire and their creativity to start finding the solution for themselves. And we're really doing them a disservice. So anytime that we do way too much for other people, and we can go, start looking at trust fund babies, right? There's this whole notion out there of trust fund babies who've never really had to go out and create their own way, who have suffered a little bit. We talk about entitlement and what we're doing to our kids through that. And there's a really great movie out there called Poverty, Inc. It talks about foreign aid and how we're really debilitating other countries because we're not just giving them a hand up, we're actually creating dependence. And a lot of our political system is designed, this is my belief, to create dependence. And how can you see that? Because people who are on social assistance programs continue to be on them. And that's really not what they were designed to do. So let's take a look at David. David came to my house for dinner one night, and I totally fell in love with this young man. He's, 15, 16 years old. And he was telling me how he watches all these political shows, how he wants to be president of the United States, how he is a business-minded guy. He's going to create businesses, and he had it all planned out. And what I really came to appreciate about him and was totally inspired by him, he was born to a crack-addicted mother. And he has one biological brother. His brother is also on drugs. He lives with his grandparents, and his grandparents told him that he needed to spend more time with his brother, and he's like, why would I do that? He's on drugs. I'm not. And when he started to tell me how he was making, $25, $30 an hour reffing basketball games. I mean, this kid is driven, and yet he's in sports. He's doing all those things that other kids do and say they don't have time to do. And I know that not everybody is as gifted as David in being able to handle his schoolwork and outside sports. But you know what? His circumstances really inspired him to get out and do more and become more. And he even said to me, Tanya, why would I take advice from my grandparents who really don't know how to manage money? I'm going to manage my own money. And this is the opportunity that we really rob from people. Look, when we're giving assistance, and I'm going to talk about government assistance, when we're giving assistance to people, we keep them below poverty line. And what do they have to do but sit in front of a TV and learn more and more about their circumstance and give themselves more information about how they're stuck? Look, the number one thing that you can do for someone is to inspire them. Is to take your circumstances and to show them that there are others who have been in their situation who are doing the same thing. Start working with them creatively. One of the most difficult conversations I had was with this beautiful single mom who I absolutely love. And I'm telling you, she's got challenges beyond challenges that I wouldn't even imagine. I mean, you talk about it, the jerk ex-husband, kids with special needs. I mean, this is a very difficult situation. And I'll give you, this was my learning lesson because I started to give her financial assistance and I couldn't keep up. And I noticed that the more that I gave, the more victim mindset started to creep in. And it wasn't my intent at all. That was the last thing that I wanted for her. And the most difficult conversation I had to have is, look, I'm not going to assist anymore. You are smart enough, beautiful enough, talented enough, And as shitty as your situation is, excuse my French, but as crappy as your situation is, you can figure a way out. I know you can. And as long as you just look at your life and go, look, this is where I am, and I want something more for myself, your divine guidance team, your inner spirit, your higher self, that part of you who knows everything that there is to do, even when you don't, will kick in. And I'm living proof. I am living proof of that. And so the reason why I'm so passionate about this is I keep seeing people give people money and expecting corporations to take care of so many people, but not teach them, inspire them, show them that there are people who have been in their circumstance and that there is a way out, and to start building that burning desire so that they can really be proud of themselves. Go on YouTube, watch some little kids when they are struggling to do something and the parents just step back and it looks like, oh my gosh, these parents are so mean. They're just letting this kid struggle. But as that kid struggles and he goes through his struggle and finally accomplishes it, there is no greater joy, inner light, exuberance than someone who has struggled to achieve something and finally achieves it. So my request is that you really start to look at how are you helping people? Look, I'm the biggest people pleaser, codependent, you name it, recovering, because I want to help everybody do everything that I can. And I've really discovered through all of my own struggles, my own education, how I've trained myself, that it's about inspiring people, teaching people, giving people the tools, teaching their mindset that yes, you can. You have a choice. Our golden ticket in life is choice. That is the one thing that makes America so great, is because we have more freedom than anybody else to choose exactly the direction we want to go. And as long as we keep free enterprise an option, because I believe entrepreneurialism will restore the middle class and feed the poor, as long as we continue to instill the values of integrity, perseverance, tenacity, and give people the mindset to create their own solution, anything is possible. And rather than saving people, you will be inspiring them to save themselves. And there is no greater gift than that. Thanks. Make it a great week. Go out and inspire someone, change someone's lives, and make a difference in your own. Have a great day.